I can invert it. You wouldn't like it. That's right. You're at the back of the. You're in the middle. It really doesn't matter. Driver's ready. Marshal's ready at the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Winner going to be going to that A main event right now. It's going to be Drebby leading out. Lorello in the 2. Helmrich in the 3. Drebby getting out sideways. Lorello channeling his inner on-road specialties around the outside. Double single action out of Lorello. A.J. Lorello coming down that front straightaway. He goes. Losi with the yellow wheels. Drebby with the associated yellow wheels. Marshall out the straightaway. Thank you, Blake. Now Lorello, Drebby, and Boyd all going out in center section. Kevin Boyd working on the back door of Drebby. So it is Lorello dropping it back to the top 3. Watch it out front, watch it out front, watch it out front. Thank you, Ms. Helmrich. All right, now it is Alan Drebby leading out. Kevin Boyd in that 2 spot. Lee Helmrich. Reel him in that top 3. Now Drebby upside down. Linzel right there to get him. That's going to move Kevin Boyd, the man, the myth, the legend. Wee-haw. Coming down that front straightaway he goes. In that 2 spot is going to be Drebby. Helmrich in the 3. Looks like Bryant moving into the top 4 now. 1:30 in, 2:30 to go. Race number 2, Novice B main event coming at you next. Novice B main event coming at you next. Watch it in the center, watch it in the center. Lorello putting it upside down. No harm, no foul. Kevin Boyd off the end of the straightaway. Drebby in the 2. Here comes Bryant. Bryant starting to challenge for that top 2 now. Bryant, fast car on the track. 18-3 out of Bryant. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Does he have enough time to catch Boyd? Well, let's find out. 2 minutes in, 2 to go. 2 in, 2 to go. You're watching race number 1 of many, 23 to be exact. So we're going to hook up and honk for the main event. So I'll need everybody's attentiveness just like we did in qualifying. I'll get you guys out of here by about 6:15, 6:30 at the latest. There will be no practice afterwards, so that's one of the offshoots of running the multiple mains. So hopefully you guys having a good time. We did a little work on the track. I did a little work on the track. And decided to change up the race program a little bit for you today. So hopefully you guys are enjoying. We do appreciate everyone coming out on a weekly basis, spending their time with us here at Hobby Action Raceway. Remember, support local. Larry's here for anybody that needs anything. So it is Kevin Boyd down that front straightaway. Almost in a comfort zone with 3 minutes in, 1 to go.
1 minute left.
In that 2 spot, it's a battle royale between Drebby, Bryant, and Helmrich. Bryant looking to the inside, looking to go to the outside. And here comes Helmrich trying to thread the needle as well. Mr. Sadowski, that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in front of you. You know what to do. Now Drebby getting it sideways. Bryant going to pull to the 2, Helmrich to the 3. And Helmrich forgets to pull the trigger and drops it back to the top 5. Right now, Kevin Boyd leading out. Through that center section of the track they go. 30 seconds left on the master. Race number 2, Novice B main event. Novice B main event. You will be up next. Remember, I'm going to take the top 2 from my Novice B main into that A main event. But I will need 5 volunteers after race number 2. 5 volunteers after race number 2 with under 10, under 10, under 10. Watch out in the straightaway. Watch out in the straightaway. It is clear. Has to be time on the master clock. Keep on trucking, drivers. Keep on trucking. Kevin Boyd leading out, trying to steal the deal into that B main. Lee Helmrich, you are done. Slow at the end of the straightaway. A.J. Lorello, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshall, don't order, please. Drebby, you are done. Boyd, you are done. Moving in that B. Watch it at the end of the straightaway. I'm pretty sure I was announcing that earlier. Waiting on one, and that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's grab those blowers. Blow off your areas. Kevin Boyd taking the win. Moving into that B main event. That's going to be race number 4. Race number 2, Novice B main event. You're up in less than 2. Alrighty, we can go get those blowers down. Blowers down. And Marshall's from race number 1 out around the track. Marshall's from race 1 out around the track. Race number 2,
Carter Garcia.
you can roll them out, check them in. Qualifying in the 3 spot, Colton Harris. In the 2 will be Sherry Lowenthal, and on the pole will be Carter Garcia. Marshall's from race number 1, I need you out around the track. Marshall's from race 1 out around the track. Marshall in the center, please. I need a Marshall on cone number 4 over here, please. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate that. And with that, let's go and get our cars lined up. The straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Qualifying in the 3 spot will be Colton Harris. In the 2 will be Sherry Lowenthal. And on the pole will be Carter Garcia.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. Got a clear check out of everybody. We got everybody lined up. With that being said, drivers ready, marshals ready. Going to the sound of the tone. And we are rolling. Sherry looking to the inside on Carter early on. Not able to capitalize on that. So Carter going to lead us out. All pink with the white wheels. Sherry and the 2-member top 2 going to be going to that A main event. Top 2 into the A main event. Sherry put it upside down. Here comes Colton. Colton going to challenge for that top 2. Meanwhile, Carter Garcia, the man, the myth, the micro legend. Down that front straightaway he goes. In that 2 spot will be the all orangish red of Sherry. Off the end of the straightaway she goes. Race number 3, 21.5 B main event. That is Crawford, Rowan, Rosen, Morissette, Blonde, Kethley, and Garcia. You will be up next. Again, I'll need these 3 drivers and at least 3 to 4 volunteer marshals. 3 to 4 volunteers. I'd like to have a full complement for my 21.5 B main event. It's going to be Garcia leading out. Lorello right there to get him. Here comes Sherry, though. Sherry wants a shot at that 6th spot on the grid versus 7th. So your top 2 front runners, that's going to be Carter and Sherry. Coming down that back straightaway right now. All pink led out by the all red. Race number 2 on deck. Race number 3, 21.5 B main event. You'll be up next. Again, we are watering after race number 5. Carter puts it into the pole. That's going to move Sherry into that top spot. So Sherry going to be leading us out. She's going high and wide through the bull turn. Lining up that double, single. Coming down that back straightaway, coming up on the back door of Colton. Makes the move inside. Nicely done. 145 in, 2:15 to go. Watching the straightaway, Marshall in the straightaway. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate that.
Two minutes left.
Race number 3, 21.5 B main event. 21.5 B main event. You are going to be up next. Watching the straightaway, watching the straightaway. It is clear. Sherry leading out. Carter trying to keep it rubber side down. Make a shot at that top spot with 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. You're watching race number 2, my novice B main event. Going to take the top 2 into that A main event. Thank you, Chase. Works. Race number 3, 21.5 B main event. You will be up next. 21.5 B main event. You will be up next. Meow, meow, meow. Whoa. Colton going for a wall
1
ride.
minute left.
What'd my Packer ever do to you? With less than 50. Sherry leading out. Carter about 4.5 seconds back. So they're vying for 6th and 7th on the grid. Who's got it? Who wants it? Carter putting it upside down. No harm, no foul. Marshals himself out. Andrew right there to get him. Race number 3, 21.5 Buggy B main event. Coming at you next. 21.5 B main event. I'll need 3 to 4 volunteers to help me out with the next race. 3 to 4 volunteers. Help me out with the next race. And again, for those of you that are wondering how the AAA mains work for overall positions, you're assigned points for how you finished. So each individual race will denote how many points you get. So I'll have those points tallied at the end of the main events. That's going to be time. Finish the lap. You are on. Carter, you are done in the 2. Colton, you are done in the 3. Waiting on 1. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's go and grab those blowers.
The race is complete.
Start blowing off the track for me if you would. And again, I do need at least 3 to 4 volunteers. Help me out with this next race. 3 to 4 volunteers. Help me out with this next race. Race number 3 will be up in less than 2. So, that's a sign of a team player right there. Leffler, because he's already in the A main, he can come on out and help me volunteer Marshall. I was told to say that, really. I know. All right, let's go get those blowers down. Trust me, I was on the receiving end of that many, many years. It's only going to take him a couple more packs and he'll have the thing dialed in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Let's go by those bright green cones. And race number 3, you can roll them out, check them in. Race number 3, you can roll them out, check them in. Thank you very much for my volunteers. I got Leffler out there helping me out. Thank you, Ms. Lowenthal, Mr. Griffiths, Stunt Griffiths. Let's see here. I need somebody on cone number 1. Somebody on cone number 1, please. Need a volunteer marshal on cone number 1, please. Volunteer marshal on cone number 1.
Alan
Somebody
Crawford.
with a little bit of
Mass
experience. Volunteer marshal on cone number 1, please.
Dave Rosen. Anton Morissette.
And with that, the straightaway is closed. Qualifying in the 7th spot, Carter Garcia. In the 6, Tyler Kethley. In the 5, Max Blonde. In the 4, Anton Morissette. In the 3, Dave Rosen. In the 2, Phil Rowan. And on the pole will be nobody. AKA the best wingman ever.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
How do I know this? Because it keeps me hydrated. Let's get our cars lined up, guys. Cars lined up. Crawford on the pole. Rowan in the 2. Rosen in the 3. Morissette in the 4. Blonde in the 5. Kethley in the 6. Garcia in the 7. There's only 7 spots out there, so let's get them lined up. Perfect. Thank you very much, Mr. Garcia. All right, 21-5, drivers. Keep it clean. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Winner going into that A-main event of triples at the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Crawford going to lead us out. Rowan in the 2, Rosen in the 3. Crawford trying to do a breakaway dance. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Blonde moving up into the top 2. Morissette in the 3. Rosen in the 4. You're watching race number 3. 21-5, a B-main event. Alan Crawford going to be leading out. Off the end of the straightaway he goes. In that 2 spot, going to be Max Blonde. In that 3 is going to be Anton Morissette with Tyler Kethley making a triumphant return. And in that top 4 with Rowan in the 5. Watch out the end of the straightaway. Watch out the end of the straightaway. Watch out in the straightaway, watch out in the straightaway. All right, off the end of the straightaway, it's going to be Alan Crawford leading out, coming down that front straightaway. Crawford leading out. Blonde in the 2, Rowan in the 3. Dave, you'll have the leader coming up on you next. Please hold your line. You know what to do. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. You're watching our B-main of 21-5. Watching the bull turn, drivers. Watching the bull turn. Battle Royale going on for 2nd and 3rd between Blonde and Rowan. Blonde sent it into that corner. Rowan not able to capitalize quite just yet. Alan Crawford off the end of the straightaway coming up on Kethley, making the move almost to the inside. Drop him down. Thank you very much. In that, watch it in the center, watch in the center, watch in the center. Now Anton Morissette. Boom shakalaka. Making his way up into that top two. So it's Morissette, Rowan, and Blonde. Second, third, and fourth. Morissette misjudging the move. Going for the option line on that one. Meanwhile, Crawford, if he had hair, be blowing in the wind on a Sunday afternoon cruise. But right now, leading out through the center section of the track, that is Alan Crawford. In the 2 spot is going to be Phil Rowan. In that 3 spot is going to be Rosen, Blonde, and Morissette. Carter, you got the leader working with you. Please hold your line. Carter, that is second working with you. Please hold your line. Thank you very much. And Anton, you'll have the leader working up behind you soon enough. You know what to do. Just let you know who's behind you. 2:40 in, 2:20 to go. Watch in the center rhythm. Watch center rhythm. Watch off the end of straightaway, Carter. That is nicely done, guys. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. That is your leader working with there, Anton. Beautiful. 3 minutes in, dose to go. 3 in, dose to go. You're watching race number 3. Everybody vying to get into those AAA main events.
2 minutes left.
That's right. Triple. Why not? It sounded like the thing to do. I'm getting ready to do that right now, actually, because I was late on announcing heads-up qualifying. You're watching race number 3. Drivers, you got a minute 15 left to go. It is Alan Crawford on top. Phil Rowan in the 2. Watching from the driver's stand. Watching from the driver's stand. It is clear. Crawford hooked up and honking. Fast lap out of Crawford. 19.5. He's got some skills. Out of that, the blue drink has been flowing heavily.
1 minute left.
Rowan in the 2. Rosen in the 3. Morissette, Blonde, Kethley, and Garcia. Going to be rounding out my top 7. You're watching race number 3. Race number 4. 17.5 B main event. B as in, boy, I could have done so much better today, but I just wanted more track time. With less than 40 to go, watch it at the end of the rhythm section. Watch it in the rhythm section. It is clear. Alan Crawford leading out. Rosen in the 2. Rosen about 12 seconds back. Now Rowan taking over that top 2. Rosen dropping it to the 3. Morissette in the 4. Blonde, Kethley, and Garcia. Rounding out my top 7. Watch in the straightaway. Watch in the straightaway. It is clear. Crawford making the move. Sitting in that top spot with under 15 to go. Under 15 to go. You're watching race number 3, my 21.5 B main event. Crawford going to get by for one more. That'll be his white flag lap. Nobody else going to make it by in time, so you will be done when you cross the start-finish line. Max Blonde, you are done. Anton Morissette, you are done. Carter, you are done. Tyler, you are done. Phil Rowan, you are done. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Dave Rosen, you are done. And Alan, you are done. That is the race. I'll stop. Marshals, go and grab those blowers.
The race is completed.
Start blowing off your areas. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. And race number 4, you will be up next. Hold the cars, guys. Hold the cars. And drivers from race number 3. I need you guys out on the track, please. Drivers from race 3, out on the track, please. All right, you can roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Should have all spots covered. Qualifying in that 7th spot. Hoo-wee, it's going to be Kevin Boyd. In that 6th spot, going to be Chase Boyd. Sorry, Kevin, couldn't split you up on this one. In that 5 spot, going to be John Henry. In the 4, Mike Blythe. In the 3, Paul Weir. In the 2, downtown, Aaron Brown. And on the pole will be Brian Day. Marshals to your spots, please. Anton, you can go and take cone 5. I got Phil right there, Alan right there, Tyler there, Max, you are there. We are cleared for takeoff. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Hey, Gabe, if you want to help out, watch coming onto the front straightaway. Thank you very much. Fabu. All right, this is a 5-minute B-main event on the pole. Brian Day in the 2, Downtown Brown in the 3. Paul
1 minute
Weir.
to the start of the race.
Not taking a photo today, Jim? And it is,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
relax. This ain't my first rodeo. You just focus on making the main. How about that? Love you, Aaron. All
20
right.
seconds to the start of the race.
Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. By the way, I've been known to add time to races just if races are going good. So if you're keeping it interesting, hell, it might be a 10-minute main. You never know. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
At the sound of the tone. And we're off and running. Day going to lead out. Brown in the 2. We're in the 3 with Blythe in the 4. So it's Paul. Brian Day getting it wrong in the center. Got to wait and go. There you go. Pack up with the lead guys. Aaron Brown going to be leading out. Paul Weir in the 2. Henry, Blythe, Boyd, Day, and Boyd. Right now, Aaron Brown trying to run away with this. Leading out. Talking with Aaron earlier, he said, I don't know what's wrong. Wednesdays, I'm awesome. But right now, leading out is Aaron Brown, rocking with that white, blue, and orange Yokomo. In the 2 is going to be the black and red Associated Paul Weir. You got Henry, Day, Blythe with the X-ray. Boyd with the S. Works. Moving into that top 6. And Kevin Boyd going to be rounding out my field. With 1 minute in, 4 to go. 1 in, 4 to go. Aaron Brown hooked up and honking. 18-6, 18-5. Fast lap out of Aaron Brown through the double. Single. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Marshals, watch your areas. Watch for oncoming traffic. Watch for oncoming traffic. 1 in front of you, Max. So it's going to be Aaron Brown leading out. Looks like Brian Day now moving into that top 2. Henry in the 3. Chase Boyd in the 4. Kevin Boyd in the 5. Race number 5. 13-5 buggy B-main event. 13-5 buggy B-main event. You will be up next. It is Aaron Brown leading out. Brian Day in that 2 spot. Henry in the 3. Chase Boyd in the 4. Kevin Boyd in the 5. Race. Oh, Boyd put it upside down. Help him out, help him out, help him out, help him out. Nicely done, Carter. Very well done. So it is Aaron Brown leading out. Brian Day in that 2 spot right now. Brian Day about 5.5 seconds back. Aaron Brown coming up on the back door of Chase Boyd, Paul Weir, and Kevin Boyd. Watch it in the center rhythm. Watch center rhythm. Inside, inside, inside. Clear. Nicely done, Anton. Thank you very much. With 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Aaron Brown putting it upside down. Brian Day now working on the same real estate. Brown getting it wrong at the end of the straightaway. Here comes DJ Bean. That's the rhythm that he's got in his head right now. And then he does that. So Aaron Brown leading out. See, I'm an equal opportunity antagonist. Brian Day in the 2, John Henry in the 3, Kevin Boyd in the 4, Weir, Boyd, and Blythe. Rounding out my top 7, you're watching race number 4. Race number 5, 13-5, four-wheel expert B-main event. Coming at you next. Chase, that is the leader working with you. Thank you very much. Pick up your leader right now. Come down that front straightaway with 3:10 in, 1:50 to go. Downtown Brown trying to get it into that main event. In that 2 is going to be Day. He's about 6.2 back. In that 3 spot is going to be Henry. Only 1.3 off the back door of Day. So Brown off the end of the straightaway. Woo! Almost hooking up a pipe. No harm, no foul. We're watering after race 5. Watering after race number 5. And then race number 6 I have no idea who that is. I believe that's my first batch of A-mains. You will be on deck. That's my novice A-main. Brown leading out through the center section of the track. Over the rhythm section he goes. Double, table, double. Down that front straightaway is going to be Day and Henry going at it for second and third now. Henry moving into the 2. Day around the outside like a record, baby. 55 seconds to go. There's Brown off the end straightaway. Watching the rhythm. Help him. Nicely done. Watch the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Phil. Nicely done. With 45 seconds to go, it is Aaron Brown leading out. With less than 35. Brown off the end of the straightaway by Henry. With 30 seconds to go. Not quite sure I've seen Aaron breathing quite just yet, so he might have to take a sigh of relief here. Through the rhythm section, over the double. Single coming down that back straightaway right now. In that 2 is going to be Brian Day. Henry in the 3, Weir, Boyd, and Blythe. Rounding out my top 7 with less than 10, and less than 5. Year leader. Through that back rhythm section, time has expired. Everyone will be done. The rally cap is out. Aaron Brown moving into that A-main event. Leffler cheering the teammate on. Henry, you are done. Diggity. Weir, you are done. Chase Boyd, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. B-Day, Blythe, and waiting on one. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, go and grab those blowers. Start blowing off the track, taking the win. Aaron Brown moving into that A-main event.
The race is completed.
Brian Day in the 2, Henry in the 3, Weir, Boyd, with Blythe in between.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Perry Mayfield. Mike Welker. Nick Byett. Rich Brown. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Kevin Boyd. Joe Rickerson.
All right, straightaway's closed. Marshals to your spot. Shouldn't be looking for any marshals. Straightaway is closed. Qualifying in the 6th spot, Joe Rickerson. In the 5, Rich Brown. In the 4, Nick Bayette. In the 3, Kevin Boyd. In the 2, Mike Welker. And on the pole will be Perry Mayfield.
Less than 5.
Where are all my marshals? Chase Boyd, Kevin Boyd. Where's Chase? I shouldn't be looking for volunteers. Thank you. All right. Got our cars lined up. We are cleared for takeoff. Winner, Chase. Just because, Marshall. There are open cones. You can marshal the end of straightaway, you can marshal over there. or you can sit out and wait for I call for a volunteer. Line up the cars, please. Drivers ready, marshals ready at the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Leading us out is going to be Mayfield. Bayette looking to the inside. Walker to the inside. Walker trying to go around the outside. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Long 5-minute main. It's going to be Bayette on top. Walker in 2. Bayette getting it wrong. Coming on the front straight. Mike Walker praying to the A-arm gods. They stay affixed. So it is Walker, Bayette, Rickerson, looks like Boyd, Brown, and Mayfield. Race number 6. You'll be up after we put some water down. Race 6 up after we put some water down. That is my first batch of A mains. That is my novice A1. You will be up after I put some water down. Mike Walker leading out. Nick Bayette in the 2. Rich Brown moving into the top 3 with Rickerson in the 4. Now Mayfield moving into the top 4. Leader coming down that front straightaway, that is Mike Walker. In that 2 spot will be Nick Bayette. Mayfield in the 3. Brown in the 4 with Rickerson in the 5. Watch in center section, watch center section, watch center section. Watch center section, watch at the end of straightaway. It is clear. Now Walker getting off path. Bayette going to take over that top spot, and they collide in midair. So Bayette going to be leading out. Walker into the 2. Looks like Mayfield into the 3. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Nick Bayette leading out. Mike Walker in that 2 spot. Watch come on the front straightaway. Mayfield in the 3. Brown in the 4. Rickerson in the 5. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. 2 and 3 to go. It is Marshall off the end of the straightaway. Marshall off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Aaron. Nick Bayette leading out. Mike Walker in that 2 spot. .215 in, 2:45 to go. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Nick Bayette on top coming down that front straightaway. In that 2 spot is going to be Walker with Mayfield in tow. Race number 6, Novice A main event, A1. You will be up next. Novice A1, you'll be up next. Hey, James, will you let Ethan know I'm in race number 7? Thank you. It is Bayette on top. Walker in the 2, Mayfield in the 3. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Watch it on the front straightaway. Clear. Thank you, Paul. Nicely done. So now Walker trying to give chase to Bayette. Bayette down that front straightaway. He's got about 6.5 seconds on Walker. Walker off the end of the straightaway. Mayfield off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Brian. Now Mayfield all over the back door of Walker like white on rice coming through that switchback section with 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Race number 6, Novice A1. You're going to be coming up next, Novice A1. Coming at you next. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. It is Bayette leading out. Walker in the 2. Mayfield in the 3. Watch out in the straightaway. Watch it in the center section. Watch it in the center section. It is clear. Race number 5 on deck. Race number 6.
1 minute left.
Novice A1 coming at you next. Novice A1 coming at you next. With under 50. Putting water down after this. Water after this. And race number 6, Novice A main event, will be on deck. A1 of 3. Bayette upside down. Mayfield in the 2. Walker in the 3 with 25 seconds to go. 25 seconds to go. with less than 10. Nick Bayette leading out. Mayfield Marshall out front, Paul. Thank you, Paul. And that is going to be time. Finish lap, you are on. Walker, you are done. Perry Mayfield, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshall's going to go in order, please. Bayette, Brown, and Rickerson. Ouch. You are all done. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. And Nick Bayette, you are moving into that A main event. And it'll be up later on. That'll be race number 11. We'll put some water down, and race number 6, Novice A1, will be on deck.
Alyssa Helmrich. Carter Garcia.
13.5 four-wheel drivers, where are you at? I see none of my drivers out there other than Bayette, Brown, and Rickerson. You know, I had a full complement of drivers from that last race. Need you guys out on the track to corner marshal, please.
Ryan Finland. Sherry Lowenthal. Gabriel Griffiths.
All right, qualifying order in the 7th spot, Carter Garcia. In the 6th, Sherry Lowenthal. In the 5, Blake Palmer. In the 4, Lissa Helmrich. In the 3, Dan Lowenthal. In the 2, Ryan Finland. And on the pole will be Gabe Griffiths. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. You want to grab the center bowl turn for me if you could, Kevin? Thank you very much. Race number 6 on deck. Race number 7. Stadium Truck A main event, you will be up next. Stadium A main event, you will be up next. Let's get our cars lined up. Designated by the numbers on the track. Griffiths on the 1, Finland on the 2, Lowenthal on the 3, Helmrich on the 4, Palmer on the 5, Lowenthal on the 6, Garcia on the 7. Let's get our cars lined up, guys. Cars lined up. Sherry on spot 6. There you go. We are cleared for takeoff. Let's see here. Hey, Mike, can I get you down to cone 5? I'll go and grab cone 4. Thanks. All right, with that being said, drivers ready, marshals ready. Going at the sound of the tone, keep it clean. And we are off and running with our Novice A main event, a 1 of 3. Griffith's going to be leading us out. Palmer in the 2, Lowenthal in the 3, Lowenthal in the 4, Finland in the 5. Helmrich all the way back in the top 7. She'll get it going. This is again, you got 3 mains, so every finishing spot is going to count for you. Griffith's off the beaten path. That's going to move Carter, Finland, and Sherry now up into the top 3. Now Sherry moving into the top 2. Watching the center, watching the center, watching the center, watching the center. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. So it's going to be Gabe Griffiths leading out. Ryan Finland in that 2 spot. Now Finland starting to work up on the back door of Griffiths. Griffiths coming down that front straightaway. Finland in the 2. We're watching race number 6, race number 7. Stadium Truck A main event coming at you next. Stadium Truck A main event coming at you next. Now Palmer going to be taking over that top 3. Lowenthal going to drop it to the 3. Gabe Griffiths leading out off the end of the straightaway. He goes. In that 2 spot is going to be Finland with that green and fluorescent orange Stadium Truck. There's Griffiths to the center section. Double table double. Finland double table double. He is 3.5 back in that 3 spot. The all clear body of Palmer. Lowenthal in the 4. Helmrich in the 5. Garcia in the 6. Lowenthal going to be rounding out my top 7. Remember, this is the first of 3 A main events for everyone today. So again, just something I want to do a little bit different. Thank you so much for allowing me to tweak with the race program. And it's kind of all compensatory on you guys helping me out, getting out there marshaling, and help me with the volunteer marshaling and going back out as quickly as possible. That allows me to run an efficient program. It's Griffiths leading out. Finland in the 2. Palmer in the 3. 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. Palmer spinning around like a record. Here comes Lowenthal and Helmrich. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th coming through this intersection of the track right now. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate that. 2:45 in, 1:15 to go. Race number 7. Stadium Truck A main event coming at you next. Stadium Truck A main event coming at you next.
1 minute left.
Drivers, you heard it, 3 minutes in, 1 to go. Now Lowenthal all over the back door of Palmer for that third place spot. Lowenthal to the inside. Palmer put it upside down. And Griffith's going to be leading out. Finland in the 2. With 45 seconds to go. 45 seconds. .30 seconds left on the master clock. 30 seconds left on the master clock. It is Griffiths leading out. Finland in the 2. Then it's Lowenthal in the 3. Palmer in the 4. Garcia, Lowenthal, and Helmrich rounding out. Now Griffiths upside down. Here comes Finland with 15 seconds to go. Finland keeping him legal and legit. Griffiths off the end of the straightaway. Finland off the end of the straightaway. Finland been doing work dialing in that stadium truck. Looking high, looking low. That's going to be time on the master clock. Don't you know? Carter, you are done. Palmer taking over that top 3. You are done. Lowenthal, you are done. Lowenthal, Griffiths, and Finland. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Taking the win in A1 is going to be Gabe Griffiths in that 2 spot. Ryan Finland in the 3 is going to be Palmer. Race number 7. Thank you, sir. Stadium Truck A main event coming at you next.
All right, drivers, from that last race, go ahead and set your cars down. Do not go down the pits. Set your cars down. Come on out to turn marshal, please. We should have everyone out there. We should have Gabriel, Ryan, Blake, Dan, Carter, Sherry, and Alyssa out to marshal, please. Should have enough of you guys out there to fill all my marshal positions, please.
The race is completed.
This is going to be a fun-filled Stadium Truck A main event with 1 short course in there. So remember, guys, try to keep it clean. Hold on, he says. All right. All right, Stadium Bros going slowly, roll them out and check them on in. Don't break them. This is just warm up. Give you guys 2 laps. And we'll shut the straightaway down and grid you guys up. Watching the bull turn, guys. Watching the bull turn.
Zipping. Victor Krabiak.
Oh,
Andrew
Matty
Ryan.
G's in the house.
Joe Rickerson. Harry Mayfield. Arnolfo Flores.
Whole race.
David Fount.
Behind your back. All right. We got 3 rounds to go. We got 1 stuck in the corner. All right, guys. I'm just waiting on Phil. Phil going to make this one. I don't see him up there.
1 minute
No
to start
Phil?
the race.
All righty, no more laps, guys. Straightaway is closed. So we're going to have Flores on the number 8, Mayfield on the 7th. We'll have Phil on the 6th, Rickerson on the 5th, Bryant on the 4th, Victor on the 3, Fought on the 2, and on the pole now to be Richard Lake. You guys can go ahead and move on up. Phil isn't here, so Perry will be the 6, and Flores to the 7. All right, marshals, please keep your head on a swivel. Do not watch the race. Watch your corner. Remember, drivers, try to keep it clean. All right, marshals ready. Drivers ready. This is A1 of 3. We're going on the sound and the tone. And we're off. Just as they started single file line, watch it in the back. We got 2 up. So just like that, Lake showing how it's done behind the back with Fought right behind, and I believe Victor and then Andrew. So a 4-car breakaway. Andrew trying to go over the top of Victor. We'll watch it in the center. Whoa. Guys, get a little crazy action down here. So we got Lake in the 1. Followed by Fott, Victor, Bryant. It's your top 4. Then you got Richardson up there. You got Perry, and then you got Flores. Drivers, you got 3:20 to go. So, Lake in that all yellow. T6.1 Fott. Right behind him, that purple, yellow, white checkerboard. Then you got a battle between Bryant and Victor right there. They all go through that center rhythm section. Joe sitting patiently behind, just waiting for those guys to collide, and he can get around them. As I say that, Joe rolls it over, watching the center guys. Go ahead, Marshall, get it. Watch to the back shoulder. We got one stuck there. Remember, Marshalls, keep your head on a swivel. Watch it in the rhythm. Allen. 3. Thank you. All right, guys, we got 2:25 to go. We still got a Lake out front, followed by Font. Victor, your top 3. Let's find your lead as he comes down straightaway, right over the front. We'll watch the front section, drivers. Yeah, I know, and I feel bad. I didn't know. So, as your leader gets a little tangled up, come on that straightaway. So we're waiting to see here if we can get Font. Right now, separation is 1.6. So Font is making up time on Lake as they both went through the center rhythm section. Lake through the bull turn. Font through the bull turn as they come down that back straightaway. So separation is going to be a little bit bigger this time around with 1:35 to go. Separation now 1.8. Oh gosh. So we still got Lake out front, followed by Font. Victor, your top 3. We got Bryant, Perry, Flores, and Joe off early. Remember, we still got two more races to go. It is AAA format. We'll watch the rhythm. We'll watch come on the straightaway. Clear. Watching the bull turn. Thank you,
1
Alan.
minute left.
You guys got 40 seconds to go, drivers. 40 seconds to go. Your race leader still, Richard Lake. Sorry on the pole, still leading this one out. Fast off the race does go to Lake with an 18.6, and he's driving behind the back. So, let's see if he can hold it together for 25 more seconds. Drivers, you guys got less than 10 to go. We'll watch it by the start-finish line. Clear. As you cross the line, you guys will be done, so no one is done. Keep them going, guys. Font, you're done. Flores, you're done. Waiting on a few more, Marshals. Lake, you're done. Perry's done. Waiting on 2 more. Here they come. Victor's done. Andrew's done. That is a race, guys. Lake taking that one, followed by Font and Victor. Marshals, go ahead and grab those blowers. Blow off your area. Drivers, go ahead and set your cars down. Do not go down to the pits. Come out to march positions, please.
The race is completed.
Alrighty, we got race number 8, 21.5. Buggy coming at you guys next will be A1. We have Font, Victor, Mike, Nick, Steven, and Rich. So we might need 1 or 2 volunteer return marshals as some of these guys are back-to-back. So I got Font back-to-back and Victor. So I will need 2 volunteers. All right, you see those racers, those drivers from that last race, out to turn marshal, please. I got 2 of you. So let's see here. I need to see. I got Bryant. I got Joe. I need to see Perry. I need Flores. And a couple volunteers, if I can, please. All right, 21-5. You guys slowly roll them out. Check them in. The system, it's Flores.
Nick Bayet.
All right, watch
David
the rhythm
Fount.
section, buddy. I'll call
Victor
your car
Gurriel.
inside him, but watch the rhythm. All right, we're going to need some volunteers. If I got Kevin out there, I appreciate you jumping out there. Can I have you jump out in number 5 cone?
Alan Crawford.
I need one more volunteer in the number 3, please. All right, Andrew, if I have you go down to 1, Lake's going to go down there, and I'll stay up here to help if you need. Oh, you got it. The show is yours. All right, we just need to see Rich Brown. Rich Brown, are you going to make this? No? All righty. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed, guys. No more laps. No more laps. So we're going to have Allen on the 6. Steven on the 5. Nick on the 4 or 3. Let's actually mess this up here. So Allen will be on the 6. Steven will be on the 5th. Nick will be on the 4. Mike will be on the 3. Victor on the 2. And Vaughn on the pole.
Anthony, you're on the 5. Allen on the 6. You are cleared like that. All right, driver's ready, marshal's ready. Watch your areas at the sound of the tone. And we're off. It's going to be Fout leading us out. Crepeau in the 2. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Fout, Crepeau, Caller, Crawford. Let's keep it clean, guys. Bayette and Antony getting into it. Right now it is Dave Fout leading out Crepeau. Hooking up a pipe. No harm, no foul. So it is Dave Fout on top. Caller in the 2. Crawford moving into the 3. Crepeau in the 4. Race number 9. 17-5 A main. 1. You will be up next. Race number 10. 2-wheel drive modified. You should be thinking about it. We are putting water down, I believe, after race 10. I'll have to go back up and check, but I believe that's what we're doing. Dave Fout leading out. Caller in the 2, Crawford in the 3, Crepeau in the 4. Bayette and Antony rounding out my top 6. Again, thanks for everyone coming on out. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time. AAA mains going on in full fashion here today. So don't leave if you're in that A main. You still got 2 more chances. Fout on top. Caller in the 2, Crawford in the 3. Crepeau now starting to see a rearview mirror full of Bayette with Antony in the 4. Crawford starting to work up on the back door of Caller off the end of the straightaway. Fout on a mighty hi-ho see ya with 130 in, 230 to go. Caller and Crawford and Crepeau through the center section of the track. Crawford and Caller coming at it. Off the end of the straightaway, top 3 front runners. That is Fout, Caller, and Crawford. Caller pushing it wide. Crawford looking to the inside. Then you got Bayette, Crepeau, and Antony going at it. Crawford looks to the inside on Caller. Can't pull it off right there. Coming through that back triple section they go. Coming down that front straightaway. Crawford with a little bit of more run. Off the end of the straightaway they go. With 2 minutes in, 2 to go. 2 in, 2 to go. Race number 9. 17-5 A1. You will be up next. 17-5 A1. You will be up next. It's Crawford moving into that top 2 now. Caller going to give chase into 3. Then Bayette in the 4. Antony and Crepeau rounding out my top 6. Off the end of the straightaway is Dave Fout, your pole sitter, with 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. Crawford under attack from Caller. Caller looking to the inside, not able to capitalize there. Through the rhythm section they go. Fout through the bowl. Crawford through the bowl. Caller through the bowl. Here comes Bayette with Antony and Crepeau. Off the end of the straightaway, Caller forcing to the inside. Crawford giving way. Race number 10, 17-5 A1. You will be up next. It's Dave Fout leading out. Caller, Crawford, and Bayette. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th coming down that front straightaway right now. Bayette starting to get on the back door of Crawford. Wants a challenge for that top 3 now. With 3 minutes in, 1 to go. 3 minutes in, 1 to go. Race number 9, 17-5, A1. You will be up next. Remember, guys, make your passes clean. Make your passes clean. It's Fout on top. Caller in the 2. Bayette, Crawford, and Crepeau with under 30 to go. Under 30 to go. Got 3 more races to go, and then we're into our A2s, starting with Novice again. Fout leading out. Through the rhythm section he comes. Double. Table. Ooh. Single, single. Caller, Bayette, and Crawford with less than 10, less than 10, less than 10. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. It is clear. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Time has expired. You'll be done when you cross start finish line. Mike Caller, you are done. Nick Bayette, you are done. Alan Crawford, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshals, don't go in there, please. Victor Crepeau, you are done. Dave Fout, you are done. And waiting on that one and that one. That is a race. I'll stop, I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Taking the win. Gonna be Dave Fout in that 2 spot. Will be Mike Caller. Bayette in the 3, Crawford in the 4. Race number 9, 17-5, A1. You will be up in less than 2. Drivers from race number 8, I need you out around the track, please. All right, let's go and get those blowers down. Blowers down. And drivers from race number 8, I need you out around the track to Marshall. Race number 9, you can roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in.
Nolan Keller.
Qualifying in the 7th spot, Aaron Brown. In the 6, James Leffler. In the 5, Caden Lindsell. In the 4, Tom Shields. In the 3, Nolan Whitley. In the 2, Randy Locken. On the pole will be James Gallatin.
Tom Shields.
Marshals are your spots, please. Marshals are your spots. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Go and get the cars lined up. Straightaway is closed. Line up the cars. Mike, stay at Mr. Anthony on cone number 5. Right in the center. I got Victor there, Fout there, there. We are cleared for takeoff. Let's go get our cars lined up. All right, with that being said, drivers ready. Marshals ready, keep it clean. Going at the sound of the tone. And we're off and running. Gallatin locked and loaded out of the hole. Locking in the 2, Whitley in the 3, Shields in the 4, Associated, Losi, and Associated Shields on the binders, flashing the high beams at Whitley. Not even 15 seconds into it. Everybody single file coming down that front straightaway. Gallatin with the Associated, locking with the Losi of Whitley, Associated of Shields. Watch out in the straightaway. And you got the 2 Yokomos of Brown and Leffler. Gallatin get it wrong in the center, collects Shields. That's going to move downtown Brown into the top 3. So it's Locken Whitley leading out with Brown in the 2. Watch out in the straightaway. Locken gets it wrong and collects Whitley. So Whitley now into that top spot. Brown into the 2, Leffler into the 3, Gallatin back into the 4. So it is Whitley with the Losi Proline vehicle. Brown with the Yokomo off the end of the straightaway. Then you got Leffler with the Yokomo, Gallatin with the Associated, Locken with the Losi, Shields with the Associated, Lindsell with the Associated. That is your front runners off and running with 1 minute in, 3 to go. Watching the center section, it is clear. Thank you, Alan. Whitley leading out. Off the end of the straightaway he goes. Downtown Brown and Leffler. Gallatin looking the inside on Leffler. Leffler getting it wrong. Gallatin going to go around the outside, and then Shields and Locken get into it. Brown gets it wrong in the center section. That's going to move Gallatin into the top 3, and he hooks up a pipe. So that moves Leffler into the 2, Brown into the 3, Locken sitting back in the top 5. He was your second place car. Gallatin off the end of the straightaway. with a 1:45 in, 2:15 to go. 1:45 in, 2:15 to go. You're watching race number 9. Race number 10, two-wheel drive modified A1. Coming at you next, Whitley cooking it sideways off the end of the straightaway. Second and third, the Yokomo clan of Leffler and Brown with Gallatin in 4, Locken in 5, Shields in 6. 2 minutes in, 2 to go, 2 and 2 to go. Whitley coming down that front straightaway. He goes, pushing it wide, kissing the wall, so to speak. Leffler and Brown off the end of the straightaway. They are 3.2 back. Gallatin another 1.1 off the back of them, and Locken sitting in the top 5. 2:45 in, 1:15 to go. Whitley off the end of the straightaway. He goes. There's Leffler. There is Brown. Brown and Leffler separated by half a second. Gallatin another 2.1 back. Locken another 1.8 off the back of that. With 2:40 in, 1:20 to go. You're watching A1 of 3 here on a Saturday afternoon. There's Whitley by the start-finish line. Leffler. Now Brown got a rear view mirror full of Gallatin. Gallatin coming like a freight train through this intersection track, coming into the rhythm section. Double table double out of your top front runners. Gallatin getting it wrong. Locken going to pull into the top 5 now with under a minute to go. Under a minute to go. Whitley on top. Leffler in the 2. Brown in the 3. Locken in the 4. Brown, Locken, and Gallatin now going to go out for 4th and 5th. Shields in the top 6. Linzel in the 7 with under 40 to go. Under 40 to go. Whitley with about a 6-second gap. 4.9 over Leffler, who's got another 1.5 over Brown with under 30 to go. Under 30 to go. Race number 9 on deck. Race number 10 coming at you next. Race number 10 coming at you next. We are watering after race 10. Water after race 10. Less than 15 drivers, less than 15. Whitley through the center section of the track. Leffler, Brown, Locken, and Gallatin. Less than 5 drivers. Shields gets by, Linzel gets by, Whitley gets by, 2 and 1, and you will be done when you cross our finish line. Battle going on for 2nd and 3rd. Leffler, Brown, and Locken. You are done. Gallatin, you are done. Waiting on 3. Waiting on 3. Shields, Linzel, and Whitley taking the win. You are done. That is a race all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Blow off your areas, please. And race number 10 will be up in less than 2. Oh, sorry, Dave. All right, let's go and get those blowers down. Go get those blowers down. Marshals to your spot. Shouldn't be looking for any marshals. Qualifying in the 6th spot. Cody Witchman in the 5. Thomas Erb in the 4. Jim Silva in the 3. Scott Spear in the 2. Kevin Gatton on the pole will be Ezra Keller. Marshals to your spots. Roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in.
Leffler, why
Rock.
couldn't you catch Nolan?
Kevin Gatton. Local legend. Cody Witchman. Jim Sylvie. Thomas Erb. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Marshals to your spots. Yeah, right in front, Kevin. That'll be right there, Aaron. That'll be fine.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get our cars lined up. Keller on the pole, Gatton in the 2, Spear in the 3, Sylvie in the 4. KG by the start finish line. KG by the start finish line. Okay. All right, with that being said, let's go and get our cars lined up. And marshals, watch your areas. Drivers ready, marshals ready, going to the sound of the tone. And we're off. Locked and loaded is going to be Keller, Gatton, Spear, Silve, Erb, and Witchman. That is your front runners. Gatton getting it wrong in the center. Spear going to fly to the inside. Ezra Keller leading out. Spear in the 2. Gatton moving back to the inside on Spear.
Transponder 1615-217.
Top 3 front runner. Spear going a little crazy in the center section. Going to settle it back down. Back it down, back it down. It is Ezra Keller on top. Kevin Gatton in the 2. Spear in the 3. Then you got Herb, Witchman, and Sylvie going to round out my top 6. Drivers, you have 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. Putting water down after this race, water after this race. And then 13.5 four-wheel A1 will be on deck. There's Keller off the end of the straightaway. 17 flat, fast lap out of Keller. 17.3. Spear in the 3, Herb in the 4, Witchman in the 5s, Sylvie in the 6. Watching center, Herb getting it wrong in the center. That's going to move Witchman and Sylvie into the 4th and 5th, respectfully. Now Spear starting to get up on the back door of KG Gatton.
1615-217.
Ezra Keller off the end of the straightaway. Fast lap, 17 flat. Gatton in the 3, Gatton in the 2, Spear in the 3. Now Sylvie moving up into the top 4 in front of Witchman.
Transponder 1615-217.
With 140 in, 220 to go. 140 in, 220 to go. You're watching race number 10, race number 11. Going to put a little water down after this. Watch front straightaway, KG going for the wiggly quiggly ride. That's going to put Spear knocking on his back door. Sylvie, the Iceman cometh. He's only 1 second off the back door of Gatton and Spear. Ezra Keller, whoa, backing it in like a sprint car. That was kind of cool. Gatton in the 2, Spear in the 3. Then it's Sylvie, Herb, and Witchman rounding out my top 6. 2:15 in, 1:45 to go. 2:15 in, 1:45 to go. You're watching race number 10, race number 11. 13.5 A1. You will be up next. Then we'll be getting into our second batch of A2s.
Transponder
Right after that. Putting water down after this race. Water down after this race. It is Ezra Keller leading out. Fast lap still out of Ezra Keller, 17 flat.
1615-217.
Gatton with 17. Oh, that
Transponder
fast time by.
1615-217.
Spear with a 17.4.
Transponder 1615-217.
Sylvie with a 17.7. 3 minutes in, 1 to go. 3 minutes in, 1 to go. Keller coming up on the back door of Herb now. Moving to the inside.
Transponder 1615-217.
Here's KG off the end of the straightaway. Spear kissing the pipe. Treating it like a prom date. With under 50 to go, under 50 to go. You're watching race number 10, race number 11, 13. Oh, my goodness. Keller coming into the back door of Witchman.
1615-217.
Here's going to put Kevin Gatton now knocking on his back door after that rough lap with under 35 to go. KG, too close for missiles, switching it to guns. Keller running like the rabbit scared, coming down the back straightaway they go. Keller and Gatton. Gatton, 16.901 fast lap on the track. Trying to reel in Keller with under 20 to go. Keller, getting a little wiggly quiggly in the center section. Gatton looking high, looking low. They got under 10 to go. They're going to get by for one more. Now Gatton to the inside. He gets it wrong coming front straightaway. So Keller going to pull back into the top spot with less than 5. And Sylvie and Spear going to be going at it with 2 and 1. And Scott got you at the line. You are done. Waiting on 4. Keller going to be leading out off the end of the straightaway. He goes. Waiting on a couple. Don't go anywhere, Marshals. Gatton, you're done. Done. And Sylvie taking the top 3. You are done. A1 in the books. Race number 11. 13.5 four-wheel A1 coming at you here in less than 2.
Nick Byett. Cameron Ayers. Cody Wichman. Blake Linsell. Steve Ruiz. Been there, done that. Alexis Helmrich.
All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Straightaway is closed, straightaway is closed. Nick Bayette in the 7, Brian Day in the 6, Alyssa Helmrich in the 5, Lindsell in the 4, Wichman in the 3, Ruiz in the 2, Ayers on the pole. Have clear checkout of everyone. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Race number 11 on deck. Race number 12, Novice A2. You're going to be coming up next. Novice A2 coming up next. With that being said, let's get our cars lined up, guys. And we are cleared for takeoff. Drivers ready, marshals ready. We are going at the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Ayers going to be leading us out. Ruiz, Wichman kind of coming together. Ruiz backing it down. So Cameron Ayers going to be leading out. Wichman in the 2. Lindsell in the 3. All right, back up front, it is going to be Cameron Ayers leading out. In that 2 spot, looks to be Cody Wichman. Bayette in the 3. Now Bayette getting it wrong. That's going to move, looks like Ruiz into the 3. Lindsell into the 4. Bayette into the 5. Day in the 6. Helmrich in the 7. .140 in, 2:20 to go. It is Cameron Ayers leading out. Off the end of the straightaway she goes. Losi, 22X4. In that 2 spot, it's going to be Cody Wichman. 3 is going to be Ruiz. Bayette, Lindsell. Cameron Ayers leading out. Fast lap out Ayers, 16.8. Off the end of the straightaway she goes. White into the purple and pink, getting her rides dialed in for the Surf City Classic. Coming on at OCRC Raceway here in a couple weeks. Race number 11 on deck. Race number 12, Novice A2. You'll be up next. Novice A2, you'll be up next. Watch coming on front straightaway. Watch coming on front straightaway. Thank you, Randy. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. It is clear. Watching the rhythm. Watching the rhythm. It is clear. Cameron Ayers leading out. Wichman in the 2. Ruiz knocking on the back door in the 3 spot. 2:40 in, 1:20 to go. Now Wichman upside down. That's going to move Ruiz into that top 2 now. So Ruiz off the end of the straightaway he goes. Wichman in the 3. And you got Bayette in the 4.
1 minute left.
Lindsell in the 5. Helmrich in the 6, Day in the 7. Watching the rhythm, watching the rhythm, watching the rhythm. Thank you, Ezra. with under 45 to go. Under 45 to go, race number 12. Novice A2 coming at you next. Novice A2 coming at you next. It is Cameron Ayers leading out. Ruiz in the 2, Witchman in the 3, Blake Lindsell in the 4. Watching the rhythm, watching the rhythm. It is clear. Thank you, Thomas. Ayers putting it upside down. No harm, no foul. Less than 10, drivers. Less than 10, less than 10. It is Ayers, Ruiz, Witchman. And you got Bayette. With time expiring, Alexis, you are done. Steve, you're done. Brian, you're done. Lake, you're done. Witchman, you're done. Waiting on one. Waiting on one. Waiting on one. Waiting on one. And Nick, you are done. That is the race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Taking the win, Cameron Ayers. Steve Ruiz in the 2. Witchman in the 3. Bayette in the 4. Then it was Helmrich, Day, and Lindsell. Marshals to your blowers.
The race is completed. Alyssa Helmrich. Carter Garcia.
Alrighty, blowers down, blowers down, blowers down. And race number 11, drivers. I need you out around the track. Race 11, out around the track. Race number 12, roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
Sherry Lowenthal. Dan Lowenthal. 1 minute to the start of the race.
And straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Going to get our cars lined up. Qualifying in the 7 spot, Carter Garcia. In the 6, Sherry Lowenthal. In the 5, Blake Palmer. In the 4, Alyssa Helmrich. In the 3, Dan Lowenthal. In the 2, Ryan Finland. And on the pole will be Gabe Griffiths. Marshals around the track. There we go. Let's get our cars lined up, guys. Get our cars lined up. Griffiths on the pole. Finland on the 2. Lowenthal on the 3. Alyssa Helmrich on the 4. Blake Palmer on the 5. Sherry on the 6.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
There we go. Just like it was in the first round. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. At the sound of the tone. And we're off. Griffiths sleeping at the wheel. That's going to put Finland into that top spot with Lowenthal in the 2. Palmer into the 3. Marshall at the end of the straightaway. Race number 13, Stadium Truck A2. Stadium Truck A2, you're up next. Finland leading out. Palmer in the 2. Helmrich in the 3. Carter in the 4. Watch out the end of the straightaway. Griffiths in the 5. Thank you, Cameron. Appreciate that. Hey, Alan. Alan, will you let Ethan know I'm up next? Thank you. Race number 12 on deck. Watching the bull turn, watching the bull turn, watching the bull turn. Remember, novice drivers, rubber side down, always going to be the fast way around the track. Finland leading out. Palmer in the 2. Looks like Carter in the 3. Helmrich in the 4. Griffiths now making his way up into the top 5. Making his way inside on Helmrich. Race number 13, Stadium Truck A2 coming at you next. Stadium Truck A2 coming at you next. Race number 14, 21-5, 8-2. You're going to be up after that. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. It is clear.
2 minutes left.
Watch in the center. Watch in the center. It is going to be Ryan Finland leading out. Blake Palmer in the 2. Gabe Griffiths in that 3 spot. That is the leader coming down that front straightaway. The orange and green stadium truck coming up on the back door of Lowenthal and Carter. 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. You're watching race number 12. Race number 13 coming at you next. That is my stadium truck A2. Again, thanks so much for everyone coming on out. Trying to get you guys out of here by about 6:30, give or take within a few moments, maybe about 6:45. But we'll get you out of here as quick as we can. Already into our second group of A mains. Watch in the center, watch in the center, watch in the center. It is Finland, Palmer, Griffiths, Helmrich, Garcia, Lowenthal, and Lowenthal round out my top 7. Thank you, Cameron. Oh, yeah.
1 minute left.
It'll go back up on the shelf. 3 minutes in, under a minute to go, under a minute to go. It is Finland on top. Palmer about 2.5 seconds back. Watch it off the end of the straightaway, watch off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Steve. It is appreciated. With under 40 to go, under 40 to go, it is Finland coming down that front straightaway. Nice catch there, Rich. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Yep. Go and pull that one off. Go and pull that one off. Looks like she's got some technical difficulties. Under 20 to go. Under 20 to go. Thank you, Perry. So Finland leading out. Palmer in the 2. Griffiths in the 3. With 15 seconds left on the master clock. Finland trying to force it into race number 3 with a win each. Palmer in the 2. And Griffiths in the 4. With 2 and 1, and that is going to be time. Gabe, chopped at the line. You are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Don't interfere with those cars in front of you, Gabe. Dan, you are done. Ryan, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Don't go anywhere. Carter, you are done. Blake and Alyssa, you are done. That is the race. I'll stop. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off the track. And race number 13 will be up in less than 2.
All right, drivers, go ahead and get your cars set down. Don't go to the pits. Come out to march positions, please. I may ask for 1 or 2 volunteers. 1 or 2 volunteers, just to be sure. Oh, yeah, behind the back. I mean, you're going to shelf it. You're going to be like a Larry. You race it once and put it on the shelf. Go out in glory. All righty, I got him on the 3. Thank you. Alyssa there. All righty, let me get 1 battery change, so hang on. One, 2. All right, looking for some marshals. If I can have you guys split up down here, could I have Sherry in the 2 and swoop over a little bit more? We'll be good. All right, you see him try to go and slowly roll them out and check them in. Well, remember, guys, this is just warm-up, so don't break them. Where is he at? Where's that winner? Where's Gabe at? Where's Gabriel? Have you come out here to marshal, please?
Andrew Bryant.
You guys all checked in here?
Victor Cradiat.
Watch after the
David
straightaway. It is clear.
Harry Mayfield. Zippy.
We'll watch it after the straightaway. Thank you, Rich. All right, where's Griffiths at? He should be out here marshaling. All right, guys, straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. Gabriel, where you at, bud? You got to be out here marshaling. I need you out here. All right, straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed, guys. So we're going to have Lake on the 1, Font on the 2, Victor on the 3, Andrew on the 4, Joe on the 5, and Perry on the 6. Invert? No, it's a no dare to invert. Oh, no one told me. Keeping it simple. All right, thank you guys. Please, if you guys keep your marshals, please keep an eye on your area. Rich, if you see anyone, if you don't mind helping out, if you need, I do appreciate it. Or Alan. All right, marshals, please keep an eye on your areas. Drivers ready. We're going on the sound of the town. And we're off. It's your A2 35 Stadium truck coming at you. We got a Lake in the front. We got Font in the 2, Victor, Brian, Joe, and Perry running out of our field as they started. Single file. Oh, no harm, no foul. Lake catches a pipe. There goes second and third, but then I believe Font gets a mistake. Victor gets so bad into that one, so it all mixes up. So Lake get a little squirrely. Now we got Andrew right there, that all silver. And then we got Victor right there on the heel of him. And then we got Joe up there, Font, and Perry. They're all single file going through that rhythm section. Through the little bowl turn, I call it. Keeping it nice and clean and smooth. That's what we like to see, guys. Thank you. Appreciate everyone out here at Hobby Action coming out here, enjoying a nice Saturday. Some fun racing going on. So right now we got 3:12 to go. So we got Lake, right, Crapeau, the top 3. So a little breakaway from the pack here. Lake's still doing his, driving behind the back radio thing, trying to show off a little bit. We got yellow flakes flying around the track as the paint's flying off. We got Bryant behind him. That nice silver looking body. We got Victor. Font making his way up to 4th already. So some bad luck in a couple laps, making his way back through the field as he goes. Gentlemen, you got 2:40 to go. 2:40 to go. Race number 14, you guys should have them ready. Coming at you guys next. You're leading that all yellow T6.1. A little squirrely after that little rhythm section through the bowl turn. Nice and smooth. Oh no, your second place getting a little mixed up right there. No harm, no foul there. It'll cost him a little bit, but let's see what the time is when he comes by. Separation is 3.6. So this is just A2. We still got one more main to go. I do appreciate all your volunteer marshals. Watch the triple in this going on the straightaway. Clear. Drivers, you got 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Watch on the triple. Watch the triple. Watch it. All clear. So separation now is getting bigger. So Brian is 6.8 now. Font though only 1.3 from Andrew. See if Font can catch up. Watch coming on the straightaway. Clear. Your leader makes a mistake. Watching the bull turn. Thank you, Marshall. So we got a little separation throughout our group. I think the battle's coming down the back straightaway as it comes. We got Font and Victor. Victor doing a little 360 action there. Gentlemen, you got 1:20 to go. So everyone's keeping an eye on that yellow T6.1 coming right by the announce booth over the double. That is your leader. Richard Lake, watch at the end of the straightaway. Clear. So Joe making a mistake. Font making a mistake. Watch out the triple. Clear. Your leader going a little wide there, making it clean though over the double. You got less than a minute to go, drivers. Less than a minute. All right, now let's see who the fast car on the track is. Richard Lake with 18.4 that last lap. Bryant with an 18.5. Perry picking up the pace. Got some cars moving. As I said, that your leader rolls it over. And Marshall's getting them. Look at that. Wig wheels behind the back. Impressive. It's like a fish out of water. I think he left some. Drivers, you got 25 seconds to go. 25 seconds to go. Still got a Lake up front. Right. Fought your top 3 and Victor, Perry, and Joe rounding out your field. It looks like Lake falling back to second now behind Bryant. So Bryant's keeping smooth on the wheels. I'd say gunmetal silver. Coming over the little roller, down that back straighter. Your leader with 3 seconds to go. Can Lake get by the line? No, Lake, you are caught at the line. You are done. So as you guys cross the line, you will be done. Font, you're done. Rickerson, you're done. Waiting on a few more marshals. Victor's done. Andrew's done. And Perry's done. Andrew taking that one. Followed by Lake and Font. All right, marshals, grab those blowers. Blow off your area, please. Drivers, go ahead and set your cars down. And come out to march positions, please.
The race is completed.
Race number 14, 21.5 buggy coming at you guys next. I know there's some guys back to back, so if I can have some volunteer turn marshals, I will need them. I will be appreciated. All right, looks like I got Joe out there. I got Bryant. Awesome, guys. Thank you. I'm going to need some volunteers. If you guys can, please help out. I know everyone's kind of back to back. So if you're hanging around the track, I'm going to call you out. So 21.5, you guys can slowly roll them out, check them in. And I will get some volunteers out there. So let's see here. Guys, track is open. You can go ahead and roll them out, check them in.
Mike Caller.
Alrighty, so I got Andrew out there. I got Joe. I'm gonna need some volunteers, guys. I can't have two marshals out here. So let's see here. Start calling you guys out.
Nick Byett. Alan Crawford. Rich Brown.
All right, Perry's going
Victor
out there.
Green.
Watch the center, guys. All right, straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. Kevin's helping out. Thank you. If I can get one more jump in the center. Perry, if I can have you jump out in the center, please. I'd be greatly appreciated. All right, straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. Lake's going to... I'm going to stay and help. You're on. Yes, sir. All right, going to start. The 1 would be Font. 2 would be Victor. 3 would be Caller. 4 would be Ed. Would be Nick. 5 would be Steven. 6 would be Rich. And 7 would be Alan. Go ahead and line them up, guys. You know the drill. Thank you guys for helping out with the marshals. I do appreciate it. All right, marshals, please pay attention to your area and not the race.
All right, drivers ready, marshals ready, going to the sound of the tone. And we're rolling with our 21.5 A2 restart, restart, restart. Got to make it clean through the first couple corners, guys. Line them back up, line them back up. Remember, make your passes clean. I'll call for rough driving. If you hear me call you for stop and go, that means stop and go. All right. Let's try this one more time. Drivers ready, marshals ready. At the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Fout going to lead us out. Crepeau in the 2. Caller in the 3. Bayette, Anthony, and Brown. All through this intersection of the track they go. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Did that the last time, too. Consistency is key. Leading out is going to be Dave Fout. Caller in the 2. Looks like Bayette, Crepeau. Watching this intersection, guys. Watch this intersection. It is clear. Watch coming on the back straightaway. Watch coming on the back straightaway. Fout getting it wrong on the back straightaway. Caller going to be pulling up on the back door. Watch coming through the rhythm. Watch coming through the rhythm. It is clear. It is Fout, Caller, Bayette, Anthony. It looks like Crawford, Brown, and Crepeau. Race number 14, race number 15, 17.5 A2 coming at you next. 17.5 A2 coming at you next. It is Dave Fout leading out. Caller in the 2, Bayette in the 3. Anthony in the 4, Crawford in the 5, Brown in the 6. 1:30 in, 2:40 to go. Again, huge thanks for everyone coming on out today. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time. AAA mains and heads up qualifying. Not sure if it gets any better than this. If it does, not quite sure how. Lots of racing time for everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time. Now Crawford can make his way past Anthony. So Crawford now moving into the top 4. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Watch off the end of the straightaway. It is clear. It is Caller on top. Fout now into the 2. Bayette into 3. Crawford and Anthony. Make your passes clean, guys. Make your passes clean with 2 minutes in, 2 to go. You're watching race number 14, race number 15, 17.5A2. Coming at you next. Thank you, KG. Thank you, KG. So it is going to be Caller on top. Bayette in the 2. Crawford now into the top 3. Watch back straightaway. Watch back straightaway. It is clear. With 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Watch off the end of the straightaway. It is clear. Drivers, you have 2:50 in, 1:10 to go. Right now, it is Mike Caller leading out. Bayette in the 2. Crawford sitting in that top 3. Fout in the 4. Anthony in the 5. Now Crawford starting to set his sights on Bayette. Off the end of the straightaway they go. With under a minute to go. Under a minute to go. Marshals watch your areas. Marshals watch your areas. Race number 15. 17.5A2 coming at you next. Now Fout starting to work back up on. Now Caller upside down. Bayette into the top spot. Caller into 2. Crawford into 3. It's going on like Donkey Kong. Bayette upside down in the center. Caller wrong in the center. Now Crawford going to take over the top spot. Fout in the 2. Bayette in the 3. Anthony in the 4. With 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. Crawford off the end of the straightaway. He's got Fout knocking on his back door. Fout upside down. Fout trying to seal the deal in 2. Not able to do it right there with less than 10. They will be done when they cross our finish line. Bayette making his way around. Fout with less than 5. Less than 5. You'll be done when you cross our finish line. Keep it clean, guys. Time has expired. Alan Crawford taking the win. Fout in the 2. Bayette in the 3. Anthony in the 4. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Caller in the 5. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Brown, you are done. And Crepeau, you are done. That is a race all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. And start blowing off your areas. Hey, Andrew, can you grab the blower and get that corner for me, please? Thank you. Race number 15. 17.5A2 coming at you next. 17.5A2 coming at you next. We are watering after race 15, watering after race 15, and that'll carry us through till the end of main events. Thank you, Andrew. All right, let's go and get those blowers down, blowers down, blowers down. Marshals to your spots, marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. And race number 15, you can roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in. Race number 15 on deck. Race number 16, two-wheel drive modified. You'll be up after we put a little water down. Mr. Anthony, if I can get you over here on cone number 2.
Aaron Brown.
That'll be great.
James Leffler.
I got Caller there, Fout there, Brown there, and straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Line up the cars. Aaron Brown in the 7, Leffler in the 6, Lindsell in the 5, Shields in the 4, Whitley in the 3, Locken in the 2, Gallatin on the pole. Race number 16, two-wheel drive modified, A2 coming at you next. Going to put a little water down after this race. Got our drivers ready, marshals ready. Going at the sound of the tone. And we're ripped and gripped. Gallatin out of the hole, Locking in the 2, Whitley in the 3. Leffler in the 4, Shields in the 5. Brown and Lindsell. No, Locking and Whitley kind of getting into it. Whitley taking the win in A1. Gallatin leading out. Watch coming on front straightaway. It is clear. That was Locken upside down. Rough opening lap for Locken. He'll get it sorted out. It is Gallatin, Whitley, Leffler, Shields, Brown, Linzel, and Locken with 30 seconds in, 3:30 to go. Race number 16, two-wheel drive modified, A2, coming at you next. Gallatin off the end of the straightaway, Whitley off the end of the straightaway. Then it's Leffler, Shields, and Brown. Shields making the move onto the inside in top three now. Brown in the 4, Leffler in the 5, Linzel in the 6. Gallatin trying to put as much real estate between himself and Whitley as possible. That's going to be about a straightaway lead. Gallatin off the end of the straightaway. Watch coming on the front straightaway. That was Brown putting it upside down. He's going to drop back to the 7 spot. Shields getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. That's going to drop him to the top 4 now. Leffler into the 4. Shields into the 5. Then it's now Leffler getting it wrong, so Shields back into the top 3. Off the end of the straightaway, it is going to be James Gallatin in that 2, and Gallatin getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. There goes Whitley. So now Whitley taking over, and then Whitley getting it wrong in the center section. Gallatin knocking on his back door with a 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. Race number 16. You'll be up next. Gallatin and Whitley coming into it in the rhythm section. And nicely done, gentlemen. That's how it's supposed to be. Incidental contact. Whitley leading out. Gallatin in the 2. Shields in the 3. There's Linzel, Brown, Locken, Leffler. That is your top 7 front runners. 1:45 in, 2:15 to go. Whitley leading the charge. Gallatin in the 2. Gallatin getting it wrong in that center triple. Race number 16. You'll be up at a pull of water down, and that's going to carry me through till the end of racing today. Whitley on top. Gallatin in the 2. Shields in the 3. Linzel, Brown, Locken, and Leffler with 2 in, 2 to go. Your leader off the end of the straightaway, that is Nolan Whitley. Gallatin in the 2. He is 0.8 of a second off the back door. Shields in the 3. Another 1.2 back. Then it's Linzel, Brown, Locken, and Leffler. Gap last time was 0.9 of a second. Gallatin trying to get a run coming on the front straightaway. There's Whitley. There's Gallatin. Gap was 0.9 this time by 0.7 of a second. So Gallatin knocking off 0.2 of a second with 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. Gallatin trying to force it into race number 3, don't you know? There is Whitley. There is Gallatin. Coming down that front straightaway they go. Whitley and Gallatin, 0.7 of a second gap. This time by going to be 0.6 of a second. So Gallatin inching ever so slightly closer. Shields in a good 3rd. Brown and Marshall off the end of the straightaway. Marshall off the end of the straightaway. Clear.
1 minute left.
With 3 minutes in, 1 to go. Whitley kissing a pipe coming on the front straightaway. Gap is 0.7 of a second coming in the center section of the track. It is Whitley, Gallatin, Shields, Brown, Locken now all over the back door of Brown like white on rice. With under 40 to go, Whitley off the end of the straightaway, Gallatin off the end of the straightaway. Watch it in the center rhythm, watching the center rhythm. Clear, thank you, Rich. Nicely done, putting some water down after this race, 3:30 in, 30 seconds to go. Oh, Gallatin getting it wrong coming on the front straightaway. That's going to seal the deal for Whitley, probably with under 20. With less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Should get by for one more. Watch off the end of the straightaway, watch off the end of the straightaway. Whitley gets by, Gallatin gets by, and that'll be time. Shields, got you at the line. You are done. Leffler and Locken, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Marshall to go over, please. Marshall to go over, please. Aaron Brown, you are done. Nolan Whitley, you are done. James Gallatin, you are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's grab those blowers. We're going to put a little water down. And race number 16, modified A2, coming at you next.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. Local legend. Kevin Gatton. Cody Wichman. Thomas Herb. Rocky. Jim Sylvie.
All right, go ahead and grid them on up. You guys know the gig. Got Marshall there, Marshall there, Marshall there. We are cleared for takeoff. Drivers ready, Marshall's ready. At the sound of the tone. And we're off. Keller going to lead us out. Gatton in the 2. Spear in the 3. Sylvie in the 4. Herb and Wichman. Watch in this intersection. Watch the intersection. It is clear. So top 3 front runners. That's going to be Ezra Keller, Gatton, and Spear. Sylvie in the 4. Keller, Gatton, and Spear off the end of the straightaway. They go. Gatton getting wrong off the end of the straightaway. Race number 17. 13.5 A2 four-wheel drive. You will be up next. 13.5 four-wheel A2. You'll be up next. Ezra Keller off the end of the straightaway. Spear in that 2 spot. Gatton going back into the top 2 now. Sylvie into 3. Gatton and Spear going at it in the center section of the track. They go. Then you got Wichman and Herb going at it for 5th and 6th. Keller off the end of the straightaway. Fast lap out of Keller, 17.0. Gatton coming by with a 16.9. Spear with a 17.1. And it's going to be Silve, Witchman, and Herb. Race number 16 on deck. Race number 17. Keller getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. Gatton and Spear not quite close enough to capitalize. Watch coming on front straightaway. It is clear. Thank you, James. And Keller getting it wrong coming on the straightaway. Here comes Gatton and Spear. Gatton was only a second and a half off the back door of Keller. Keller getting a little sideways in the center section. Gatton and Spear close enough, keeping them legal and legit. Race number 16 on deck. Race number 17. 13.5 4-wheel A2. You're going to be coming up next. 13.5 4-wheel A2 coming at you next. Keller in the center section. Table step down. Now Spear in the 2. Gatton in the 3. Watch come on front straightaway. It is clear. There's Keller off the end of the straightaway. There's Spear off the end of the straightaway. Gatton coming back up on the back door of Spear again. 2:15 in, 1:45 to go. And Keller put it upside down. Gatton not able to capitalize. Gatton in the 2, Spear in the 3, Silve in the 4. Keller off the end of the straightaway. 2:45 in, 1:15 to go.
One minute left.
Watch coming down the front straightaway. Watch coming down the front straightaway. Gatton and Spear coming at it off the end of the straightaway, coming up on the back door of Herb. Keller through the center section of the track with 3:10 in, 50 seconds to go. Race number 17. 13.5 4-wheel A2 coming at you next. A2. 13.5 4-wheel coming at you next. Race number 18. That is going to be my third and final batch of A mains. Coming at you. Gatton getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. Spear going to move into the top 2 now. 3:30 in, 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. It is Keller, Spear, Gatton, Silve. Watch out in front of the driver's stand. It is clear, sort of, with under 20. Gatton and Spear going out through the center section. Under 5 to go. Keller upside down off the end of the straightaway. With 3, 2, and 1, they're going to go by. Oh, my goodness. They were going to get by for one more. And they did get by for one more. Good gracious. Silve, Herb, Witchman, you are done. Keller, you are done. Waiting on Gatton and Spear to finish out. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Spear, you are done. And Gatton, you are done. That is a race. Marshals grab those blowers. Marshals grab the blowers. Taking the win, Ezra Keller. Scott Spear in the 2. Gatton in the 3. Race number 17. 13.5 4-wheel Expert A2 coming at you next. All right, let's go ahead and blowers down, blowers down. And race number 17, you can roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
Blake Linsell. Steve Ruiz. Alexis Helmrich. Been there, done that.
All right, straightaway is closed, straightaway is closed, straightaway is closed, straightaway is closed. Going to get our cars lined up. Qualifying in the 7th spot, Nick Bayette. In the 6th, Brian Day. In the 5, Alexis Helmrich. In the 4, Blake Lindsell. In the 3, Cody Witchman. In the 2, Steve Ruiz. And on the pole will be Cameron Ayers. Marshals to your spots. Got a clear check out of everybody. With that being said, drivers ready, marshals ready. Going at the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Cameron Ayers is going to be leading us out. Ruiz in the 2, Wichman in the 3, Day in the 4, Bayette, Helmrich, and Linzel rounding out my top 7. Race number 18, Novice A3, you will be up next. Race 18, Novice A3, you will be up next. It's going to be Cameron Ayers leading out. Looks like Ruiz and Wichman going at it. Here comes Brian Day. Coming through that switchback section they go. Race number 18. Going to be coming at you next, Novice A3. It's Ayers off the end of the straightaway, hooked up and honking. Watching the center section, watch center section. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Leading out looks to be Ruiz, Wichman, Linzel, Day, Bayette, and Helmrich. Ayers off the end of the straightaway. Smooth 16-6 fast lap out of Ayers. To the center section of the track, double table double. In that 3 spot will be Wichman. There's Ruiz, Wichman, Linzel, Day. Now Ruiz getting it wrong in the center section. Linzel going to pick up that top 2. Ruiz going to drop it to 3. Bayette in the 4. Day in the 5. Race number 18, Novice A3 coming at you next. Novice A3 coming at you next. Oh boy, keep it clean. Coming down that front straightaway. Leader working with you, Nick and Brian. You guys are in your own race. That is the leader working with you. Race number 17 on deck. Race number 18 coming at you next. Novice A3. Ruiz and Linzel going at it. Linzel looking high, looking low with nowhere to go. 2 minutes in, 2 to go. And that is the leader working leader Blake. Please hold your line. And go. Cameron Ayers leading out. In that 2 is going to be Linzel. No, Ruiz in the 2. Linzel and Helmrich going at it for 3rd and 4th. With Day in the 5. 2:45 in, 1:15 to go. You're watching race number 17, race number 18. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Clear. Race number 18, Novice A3 coming at you next. Novice A3 coming at you next. Final 5 races.
1 minute left.
Excuse me, final 6 races. It is Cameron Ayers leading out. Steve Ruiz in the 2. Brian Day in the 3. Helmrich in the 4. Bayette, Linzel, Wichman off early on. With under 40 to go. Under 40 to go. Cameron Ayers on top. Steve Ruiz in the 2 with 20 seconds left on the master. Helmrich and Day going at it for 3rd and 4th. Helmrich in the 3, Day in the 4 with 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. Get him where you want him where you get him. Smoke him if you got him. Less than 5. Helmrich and Day not going to get by for one more. And that is time. Finish lap. You are on. Bayette, you are done. Day, you are done. Waiting on 5. Waiting on 5. Marshall's going to go to please. Cameron Ayers taking the win. You are done. Steve Ruiz, you are done. Waiting on Helmrich and Linzel. Marshall coming on front straightaway. Marshall coming on front straightaway. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's go and grab those blowers. Marshall's grab your blowers. Race number 18. Novice A3 coming at you here in less than 2. All right. 13-5 4-wheel expert drivers. Turn them off, put them down, come back out, find a marshalling spot. Blowers down. Drivers to your spots, please. Drivers to your spots. Drivers to your spots. And 18, you can roll them out, check them in.
Carter
18,
Garcia.
roll them out, check them in. In the 7 spot, Carter Garcia. In the 6, Sherry Lowenthal. In the 5, Blake Palmer. In the
Alyssa
4,
Helmrich.
Alyssa Helmrich.
Blake
In the
Palmer.
3, Dan Lowenthal. In the 2, Ryan Finland. On the pole will be Gabe Griffiths. Marshals to your spots, please.
Ryan Finland.
And straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Go and get our
Dan
cars
Lowenthal.
lined up. Straightaway is closed. Go and get our cars lined up. Marshals to your spots.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. And with that being said, drivers ready, marshals ready. Going at the sound of the tone. And we're off and running. Griffiths not asleep at the wheel this time. Gets out early on. Finland in the 2. Lowenthal in the 3. Helmrich in the 4. Let's keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Palmer in the 5. So it's going to be Finland all over the back door of Griffiths like white on rice. Off the end of the straightaway they go. Race number 18 on deck. Race number 19. A3 Stadium Truck, you will be up next. A3 Stadium Truck, you will be up next. It is Gabe Griffiths leading out. Finland in the 2. Lowenthal in the 3. Helmrich in the 4. Lowenthal in the 5. Palmer in the 6. Griffiths getting it wrong, coming on off the end straightaway. Finland keeping him legal and legit. Coming off the end straightaway they go. Race number 18 on deck. 19, Stadium Truck A3 coming at you next. It is Griffiths leading out, coming down that front straightaway. Finland coming down that front straightaway. They're coming up on the back door of Carter. You'll have first and second coming upon you soon enough. 1 minute in, 3 to go. 1 in, 3 to go. Race number 19, Stadium Truck A3 coming at you next. 20. 21-5 A3, you're going to be up right after that. So it's Gabe Griffiths leading out. Finland in the 2. Lowenthal in the 3. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate that. Off the gas when you're being marshaled, guys. Off the gas when being marshaled. Watch in center section. Watch center section. Griffiths upside down. No hitting this driver stand. No hitting the driver stand, guys. Make your passes clean. Make your passes clean. It's Griffiths on
2 minutes
top.
left.
Finland in the 2. Lowenthal in the 3. Alyssa Helmrich in the 4. Lowenthal in the 5. Garcia and Palmer rounding out my top 7. Race number 18 on deck. Race number 19, Stadium Truck A3 coming at you next. Again, huge thanks for everyone coming on out. Don't forget, we do it every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. A little bit race format on Wednesday, and then Saturdays we do it all over again at 1 o'clock. It is Griffiths leading out. Finland in the 2. Dan Lowenthal in the 3. Alyssa Helmrich in the 4. Sherry Lowenthal in the 5. Carter Garcia in the 6. Blake Palmer in the 7. 2:40 in, 1:20 to go, 1:20 to go. I just want to know what's for dinner. 2:50 in, 1:10 to go. 2:50 in, 1:10 to go. Watch in center section. It is Griffiths on top. Watch out the end of the straightaway. Help him out, help him out.
1 minute left.
Watch in center, watch in center, watch in center. 3:15 in, 45 seconds to go. With 40 seconds to go, 40 seconds to go. Watch in center section. Thank you, Steve. It is Gabe Griffiths leading out. Ryan Finland in the 2. Dan Lowenthal in the 3. Helmrich in the 4. Under 15, under 15. Ouch. It is Gabe Griffiths leading out. Finland in the 2. Less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Race 18 on deck, race 19. Stadium truck A3 coming at you next with 2 and 1, and that is going to be time. Gabe, you are done. Dan, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars. Carter, you are done. Alyssa, you are done. Ryan, you are done. And Sherry, you are done. Waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one. Marshals, go and grab those blowers. And Blake, you are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 19, Stadium Truck A3, coming at you next.
The race is completed.
All right, drivers in that last race, you guys know the drill. Go ahead and set your cars down and come out to march positions, please. It's 6:30 already. We got a few more races to go, so as much help as I can get, I will appreciate it. Let's get so we can get this program moving, get everyone home, out to dinner. You guys can enjoy a Saturday night. All right, stadium truck. Slowly roll them out and check them in. You guys know the drill. Have you guys separate? Let's see. Get you guys there. We got 5. We're good. Watch the rhythm. Watch the rhythm. Can I have you out here, bud? Where's you? I don't know names. There. Sherry's gonna go over here. I appreciate that. We are set there and there. All right, waiting some more check-ins, and we'll get this one underway. A3 at 13.5 stadium truck. Watch at the end of the straightaway. Watch the end of the straightaway. Go inside. Slow at the end of the straightaway. Thank you, guys. Don't want you guys to break your trucks. All right, we got everyone checked in. No more laps. No more laps. You guys know the drill. So we'll have Lake on the 1, Font on the 2, Brian on the 3, Joe on the 4, and Perry on the 5. All right, guys, let's get them lined up. You guys know the drill. You guys can move up. Yep, so we got Lake on the 1, Font on the 2, Brian on the 3, Rickerson on the 4, and Perry on the 5. You guys know the drill. Thank you, marshals. I do appreciate all the help. All righty. Marshals, remember, please watch your area and not the race. Drivers ready. We're going on the sound of the tone. And we're off. This is A3 of 13.5 stadium truck. So the battle's going to be between. Oh, it's going to be a couple good battles. We got Lake out front still driving behind the back. We got Font, Andrew, Joe, and Perry. 3-car breakaway a little bit in the front. Let's see if Lake can hold them off. But he's going to have a hard charge between Font and Andrew. Watch come on the straightaway. You guys know what to do. So we got the bright yellow paint yellow flaking off there, leading out the charge between Font and Andrew. Andrew taking the inside line. Font left it open. So now the battle's going to be between second and third. As I say that, Andrew makes a mistake. Font almost makes a mistake, so it's a drag race down that straightaway as they come by the line. Whoa, Andrew gets a little swirly. Where you going, buddy? Font gets a little swirly, so giving Richard some space to break away. So as your first place gets a little cushion. So second and third battling close, going through the bolt turn, over the triple in the front. By the driver's stand, over the little mound, down the straightaway. So Font now is taking over that second position. Brian's right there. Separation is 1 second. So, okay. Watch the rhythm. Watch the rhythm. Whoop. Thank you, Marshall. So Brian's. We got one more after the room. I love the hustle. I appreciate you guys. Watch it. Whoop. You guys are good. You guys got 2:36 to go. 2:36 to go, drivers. Lake still out front. Fast lap 18.6. I believe it's 18.6 was. I believe his fast lap of the last round was 18.4. So not too shabby for driving behind the back. Watch at the end of the straightaway. Perry getting a little squirrely. So you guys got 2 minutes to go. Perry, unfortunately, hitting the wall.
2 minutes left.
It is broke. Go ahead and pull that truck. So Lake kind of on a nice Sunday cruise. New fast lap, 18.409. There he is, pushing that pace. You let me know. I'm good. That's the way to do it. You guys got 125 to go, so go. Lake out front, ball by Fott. Right, Rickerson. Perry off early, unfortunately. Well, like I said, you guys got to run 3A mains. We do appreciate everyone coming out, staying out here for the last of the mains. I don't know. Well, it did say Lake's got a 17.9 on there, but had it been moving, didn't see it.
1 minute left.
Drivers got less than a minute to go. Bright neon yellow, fluorescent yellow, I should say, coming down by the driver's stand right now. Here's your leader, Richard Lake. Followed by Fott, Bryant, Rickerson. Watch that in the straightaway. Clear. Andrew getting with an 18.3 himself. Fott with an 18.7. Rickerson flirting with those 19s. Always fast away around the tracks with the rubber side down. Got 25 seconds to go, drivers. 25 seconds to go. Race number 20. 21.5. Two-wheel coming at you guys next. Have them ready. I will need 1 or 2 volunteer turn marshals, so please, you guys hear me. I'm asking for you guys to step out and help out. Watch it in the bull turn. Clear. Less than 5 drivers. Less than 5. Fought, you're by the line. You're good to go. As you cross the line, you'll be done. Lake, you're done. Woo! Richardson's done. Waiting on one more. There he is. Where'd Andrew go? Rope. And that's our race. Lake taking that one. He did sneak a 17.9 in there behind the back. Don't know how accurate that was, but that's pretty good. Remember, marshals, go ahead and grab those blows. Blow off your area. Drivers, go ahead and set those cars down up top. Come down to marshals. All right, we're getting 21.5. 2 coming at you guys here. In a few minutes, we're going to get some batteries switched out. Marshals are getting it blown off. So, like I said, I will need some volunteer turn marshals. So I got Gabe out there already. I appreciate you, buddy. I'll use you out here. Anyone can volunteer? I got Rickerson out here. I got some drivers going back to back. Let's see here. My man, Yokomo guy. Thank you. If I can have you go out there, that'd be fantastic. Lake's coming by to grab the mic. So fantastic. All right, 21.5 buggy, blowers down, blowers down. You guys can roll them out and check them in.
All right, stadium truck drivers, I need you guys out around the track to Marshall. Stadium truck drivers, out around the track to Marshall, please. I got Joe right there. I'll take the center. I got Andrew right there.
Stephen Anthony.
I got Leffler right there. I need 1 volunteer on cone number 5, 1 volunteer on cone number 5, 1 volunteer on cone number 5. Perry's got that. Thank you very much.
Alan Crawford.
And straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Get our cars lined up. Qualifying order in the 6th spot, Alan Crawford. In the 5, Rich Brown. In the 4, Stephen Anthony. In the 3, Nick Bayette. In the 2, Mike Caller. And on the pole will be Dave Fout. Everybody moves forward 1 other than Fout because Victor had to leave, so move it forward, move it forward, move it forward, move it forward. There we go. All right, we got a clear check out of everybody. I got drivers ready, marshals ready, going at the sound of the tone. And we're off. Fout going to be leading us out. Caller in the 2, Bayette. Anthony, keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Nicely done. Single file through the center section of the track. Fout, Caller, Bayette, Anthony, Brown. Race number 20 on deck. Race number 21, 17.5 A3. You'll be up next. 17.5 A3. You'll be up next. Foul getting it wrong in the center section. Caller, Bayette, Brown, and Crawford. Crawford nowhere to go but in the backside of Brown. Keep it clean coming on the front straightaway. It is clear, drivers. Dave Fout leading out. Wash coming on the front straightaway. It is clear. Fout, Caller, Bayette. That's going to be your front three. Then you got Anthony, Crawford, and Brown. My top six after that. Race number 21, 17.5 A main event. You are up next. Final three races of the day. We got our 17.5 two-wheel mod and 13.5 four-wheel coming at you next. Have you guys out of here just a little before 7 o'clock. So again, huge thanks for everyone coming on out. Don't forget, we do it again on Wednesday and Saturday again. Dave Fout leading out. Bayette in that 2 spot. Caller in the 3. Anthony and Crawford. That's my top 5. 130 in, 230 to go. 130 in, 230 to go. Now Anthony getting it wrong. Crawford going to slide by into that top 4 now. Every position always counted for in your AAAs. Fout going for the option line. Bayette in the 2. Caller in the 3. Crawford in the 4. Anthony in the 5.
2 minutes left.
Now Fout getting it wrong, coming in off the end of the straightaway. Nobody close enough to capitalize with 2 in, 2 to go. Race number 20 on deck. Race number 21, 17.5 A3 coming at you next. 17.5 A3 coming at you next. Fout on top. And Bayette in the 2. Caller in the 3. Then you got Crawford in the 4. Anthony in the 5. With 120 to go. 120 to go. Fout coming in a little wiggly-quiggly off the end of the straightaway. Caller putting it upside down. Here comes Crawford. Now Crawford going to challenge for that top 3 spot now. There's Fout coming through the bowl turn. Bayette through the bowl turn. Now Crawford going to take over that top 3. Caller going to drop it to the 4 spot. Every position always counted for. Anthony putting it up on 2 wheels, Bo Luke style. Watch in the straightaway, watch in the straightaway. It is clear. Thank you, Mr. Leffler. With 50 seconds to go, 50 seconds to go. Starting to wind this one down. Dave Fout leading out. Bayette in that 2 spot, not quite close enough, under 30 seconds to go. Gap is going to be 2.1 seconds. Crawford in the 3, Caller in the 4. Caller, late charge, under 20 to go. Maybe too little, too late. We'll see. They'll get by for one more, and it'll be a race to the line. With 15 seconds to go, 15 seconds to go. There's Fout. There is Bayette. Crawford and Caller coming through the rhythm section right now with less than 5, less than 5. They'll be done when they cross our finish line. Drag race to the line. Time has expired. You'll be done when you cross our finish line. Crawford, you are done. Caller, you are done. Anthony, that will be the leader working with you. Please hold your line. Rich Brown, you are done. Dave Fout taking the win. You are done. Anthony, you are done. And Nick Bayette, you are done. That is the race. I'll stop. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. And race number 21 will be up next. That is my 17.5 A3. All right, drivers from race number 20, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 20, back on the track. Race number 21, you can blowers down, roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
Transponder 4618665. Transponder 74308282. The race is completed. Buzz Driver. James Leffler. Meatball. Randy Locken.
All right, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Marshals your spots, marshals your spots. I got Brown there. Rich, do you want to move out into the peninsula for me, please? No. Thank you. It's up to you. I can get right. No. All right. Everybody got a clear check. Let's go and get our cars lined up. Final 3 races of the day, 17.5, A3. Whitley sealing the deal in 2. Drivers ready, marshals ready. It's sound of the tone. And we are rolling. Gallatin going to be locked and loaded. Locken and Whitley and Shields. Race number 22, two-wheel drive modified. A3 coming at you next. Gallatin going to be leading out. Marshall in the center section. Marshall in the center section. It is clear. Gallatin on top, locking in the 2. Aaron Brown in the 3. Shields in the 4. Leffler, Linzel, and Whitley going to round out. Now Gallatin upside down in the bowl. It's going to drop him back to the top 6. So Locken going to lead out. Watch come on front straightaway. Watch come on front straightaway. Locken, Brown, Shields, Whitley, Leffler, Gallatin, and Linzel. That's going to be my front runners with 1 minute in, 4 to go. 1 minute in, 4 to go. Race number 22, two-wheel drive modified. A3 coming at you next. Locken getting it wrong, coming off the straightaway. So it's going to be a battle between the Losi and Yokomo of Locken and Brown. 1 minute in, 1:10 in, 2:50 to go. Randy Locken off the end of the straightaway. Aaron Brown off the end of the straightaway with Whitley now moving into the top 3. Shields in the 4. Leffler in the 5. Gallatin in the 6. Now Locken getting it wrong. Coming on front straightaway. Here comes Downtown Brown off the end of the straightaway. Brown going to be taking that top spot. Locken in the 2. Whitley in the 3. 1:40 in. 2:20 to go. Race 22. Two-wheel drive modified coming at you next. A3. It is Aaron Brown leading out. Locken in the 2. Whitley in the 3. Shields in the 4.
2 minutes left.
Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. Oh, Brown getting it upside down, coming off the end of the straightaway. That's going to put Locken and Whitley on by. Brown traction rolling off the end of the straightaway. Shields in the 4. Gallatin now moving into the top 5. 2:20 in. Fast car on track. Nolan Whitley. 17-1. 17-5 out of Brown. 17-8 out of Locken. 17-8 out of Shields. 17-4 out of Gallatin. Locken and Whitley coming through the center section of the track. They go. Brown in the 3. Shields in the 4. With 2:40 in, 1:20 to go. 2:40 in, 1:20 to go. Locken upside down off the end of the straightaway. That's going to put Brown and Shields on by. So now Whitley leading out. Aaron Brown in the 2. Shields in the 3. Whitley getting it wrong coming on the front straightaway. Brown not quite close enough to capitalize. Race number 21 on deck. 22. Two-wheel drive modified. You will be up next. Watch coming in the bowl. Watch coming in the bowl. It is Watch coming in the triple. Brown getting it wrong. Locking in. Gallatin bumping and rubbing. Whitley leading out. Gallatin and Locken get into it. Brown marshals Gallatin for him. 3:30 in. 30 seconds left to go. Final 2 races of the day coming at you next. Two-wheel drive modified and 13.5 four-wheel expert. It is Nolan Whitley leading out. Randy Locken in the 2. Aaron Brown in the 3. Gallatin in the 4. With time expiring, Whitley, you are done. Locken, you are done. Gallatin, you are done. Leffler, Brown, Shields, you are all done. Waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those
The race is
blowers.
completed.
Start blowing off the track, taking the win. Nolan Whitley. Locking in the 2, Gallatin in the 3. Race number 22, two-wheel drive, modified A3, coming at you next. Drivers from race 21, don't disappear on me. I need you back out to corner marshal. All right, let's go and get those blowers down. Blowers down. Drivers from race number 21. I need you out around the track to Marshall, please. Race number 21, out around the track to Marshall. Race 22, you can roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Kevin Gatton. Local legend. Jim Sylvie.
All right, straightaways closed, straightaways
minutes to
closed.
start.
Obviously, I'll need a couple volunteers after this race. It's going to be Gatton, Spear, and Silve. I'm going to line them on up.
45 seconds.
Aaron,
to
you want to
start
help me
the
out for the next race? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Thank you. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Guys are going to the sound of the tone.
Transponder 16152217.
All right, leading out is going to be KG. Sylvie in the 2. Sylvie putting it upside down.
Transponder
Spear going to move into the
16152217.
top 2. It's Kevin Gatton leading out. Spear in the 2. Gatton on top.
Transponder
Spear in the 2.
16152217.
Sylvie in the 3. Race number 23, final race of the day.
Transponder 16152217.
Four-wheel drive, 13.5 Expert. You will be up next. 13.5 four-wheel Expert. You will be up next. Gatton off the end of the straightaway. 17.8 fast
Transponder
lap out of Gatton.
16152217.
Spear with a bye with a 17.3. Sylvie with an 18.1. You're watching race number 22, two-wheel drive, modified. Again, huge thanks for everyone coming on out. Don't forget, we do have the Kinwall Classic still slated to come in on October. I believe it's October 18th and 19th.
Transponder
So keep an
16152217.
eye out for that. Hopefully we'll have some restrictions lifted by then. So we'll have quite a bit more people in here, but we are still planning on running that race. We're also planning on a track rebuild here within the next couple of weeks. So definitely stay tuned for that. I know I did some patching on the track, so they're actually holding up pretty well. I'm kind of happy with that. So thanks for everyone coming on out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the AAA mains today. 1:30 in, 2:30 to go. It is Gatton on top.
Transponder
Spear in the 2.
16152217.
Sylvie in the 3. 1:30 in, 2:30 to go. Race number 23. 13.5 four-wheel Expert. You will be up next.
Transponder 16152217. Two minutes left. Transponder 16152217. Transponder 115735.
Is Kevin Gatton leading out. Spear in the 2. Sylvie knocking on the back door into 3. 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. Race number 22 on deck. 23. Gatton upside down in the center. Linzel right there to get him. Thank you,
Transponder
Caden.
16152217.
Appreciate that. And Spear upside down. That's going to put Sylvie on by for that top 2. Coming down that front straightaway with 2:45 in, 1:15 to go.
Transponder 16152217.
Gatton upside down. Whitley right there to get him. Much quicker than he did his teammate earlier.
Transponder 161517. 1 minute left.
Gatton leading out. Silve in that 2 spot. Spear in the 3. Race number 23. Final race of the day. 13.5 4-wheel expert coming at you next.
Transponder 161517. Transponder 161517. Transponder 161517.
Drivers, you have 35 seconds left to go. 35 seconds left to go. Gatton on top. Silve in the 2. Spear in the 3. I will need probably 1 volunteer, 2 volunteers to help me out with the next race. Final race of the day, 13.5 4-wheel expert coming at you next with less than 10, less than 10. Gatton upside down. Should possibly get by for 1 more with about 5 seconds left. He'll get by for 1 more. Silve. Chopped you. Keep on going, Jim. Keep on going. Scott, you are done. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. KG, you are done. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. And Jim, you are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off the track. And race number 23. Final race of the day. 13.5 4-wheel A3 coming at you next. Again, I will need these 3 drivers and at least 1 to 2 volunteers. 1 to 2 volunteers. All right, we can go get the blowers down, blowers down, blowers down, blowers down. And race number 23, roll them out, check them in. Drivers from race number 22 out on the track, please. Drivers from 22 out on the track.
Been done that. Nick Bayet. Alexis Helmrich. Steve Ruiz.
All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Go and get the cars lined up. No more laps, go and get the cars lined up. And with that being said, let's see. Steve Ruiz up on
1
the
minute to the start of
pole.
the race.
Alyssa Helmrich in the 2. Brian Day in the 3. Bayette in the 4. What? That's what I said. I said Alexis.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Drivers ready, marshals ready, going at the sound of the tone. And we're rolling. Final race of the day. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Ruiz is going to lead us out. Alexis is going to be in 2. Brian in 3. Nick in 4. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Oofta. Off the end of the straightaway is going to be Steve Ruiz leading out. Day in the 2. Alexis in the 3. Nick in the 4. You're watching race number 23. Final race of the day. 13.5 4-wheel expert. Steve Ruiz leading out with that 22X. Day getting it wrong in the bowl. Alexis is going to pull into the top 2 now. Then Day and Alexis get into it. And watch going on the front straightaway. Now Nick Bayette going to pull into the top 2. Alexis getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. That's going to put Brian Day into the 3. Drivers, you have 1 minute in, 3 to go. 1 in, 3 to go. Watch out the end of the straightaway. Watch out the end of the straightaway. It is clear. Drivers, you have 140 in, 220 to go. Steve Ruiz leading out. Brian Day in the 2. Alexis Helmrich in the 3. There's Ruiz, Bayette in the 2, Day in the 3, Alexis in the 4. You're watching race number 23. Off
2 minutes
and
left.
running. It's Steve Ruiz on top. Bayette in the 2, Day in the 3.
7194. Nick Bayette.
Steve Ruiz on top. Bayette in the 2. Brian Day moving into that top 3. Alexis in the top 4 with 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. 2:30 in, 1:30 to go. Again, huge thanks for everyone coming on out. Track will be closed at the conclusion of this race. So again, huge thanks for everyone coming on out. Hopefully guys and gals had some fun times today. We'll do it all again on Saturday. 2:45 in, 1:15 to go. It is Ruiz on top. And Bayette in that 2 spot. Day in the 3. Helmrich in the 4. 3 minutes in.
1 minute left.
1 to go. Drivers, you have under 45 to go. Under 45 to go. It is Steve Ruiz on top. Nick Bayette in the 2 spot. Brian Day in the 3. Now Helmrich going to pull up into the top 3. Nope. Day still in the 3. With under 30 to go. Under 30 to go. Bayette in the 2. Day still sitting in the top 3 again. Huge thanks to all my volunteers hopping out there. That makes the program go by quickly. With under 15 to go. Under 15 to go. Watch at the end of straightaway. Watch the end of straightaway. It is clear. Under 10, drivers. Under 10. Under 10. Less than 5. Less than 5. Less than 5. And that is going to be time. Brian Day in the 3. You are done. Steve Ruiz. You are done. Alexis. You are done. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. And Nick, you are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, don't worry about blowing off the track. Thanks so much for everyone coming on out today. I'll have the results for the AAA mains posted here in just a few moments.